and founder of one of the nation's largest financial planning firms, Ric Edelman.
Wouldn't it be great to have a live-in nanny? Well, if you've got 2 or more kids in preschool, the cost might actually be within your reach. That's what my colleague, financial advisor Anderson Wozni, recently found out. Here's the story he filed.
Everybody has these prototypes in their mind, whether it's Mary Poppins or Alice from the Brady Bunch. They want Mr. Belvedere, their whole list of kind of iconic figures that are not for real. But I do think what people want is somebody who's going to be really devoted to their children. Nannies are not domestic, they're not housekeepers, but they are responsible to do anything that pertains to the children.
So basically picking up after the kids.
Right.
So they're not going to go out and scrub toilets and do things like that.
Absolutely not.
Cherry, that was my favorite.
If you have a permanent nanny in your house and your child is sick, the likelihood is that nanny is going to stay and help and call the parent or call the physician. A nanny also knows your child very well, and she can sense that this child is starting to get sick. I can tell there's something going on here. So there's a real advantage.
If I'm hiring a nanny, how much can I expect to pay?
The average rate is somewhere between $15 to $20 an hour. So if someone's going to work 40 hours a week, annually that's about $41,600 a year.
Oh no, I'm going to fall. Huh?
Aside from the pay, what other benefits do nannies receive? I have my health insurance through work, and I don't think they'd allow me to put my nanny on my health insurance.
No, they would not. And people have tried this, but that doesn't work. The nanny's responsible for finding her own policy, and what we would hope that the family would either pay half of it or all of it. But they are not responsible for finding the actual policy for their caregiver.
I suppose I can't put her, if I own a business, on the payroll and call it okay.
It's not okay. I'm sorry to report, not okay. We have a lot of people who will call and say, listen, I have, this nanny's going to get full benefits. She's going to get dental, she's going to get health, she's going to get everything, a 401k, all through my business. Unfortunately, that's not legal to do.
Is it my responsibility if I hire the nanny to then file the taxes?
Yes.
It is.
It is. It is illegal not to pay taxes. So paying them off the books is illegal. There are a couple services who really focus totally on domestic tax services.
So how do you go about the process of vetting a nanny?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Meet every caregiver in person. We call their references. 3 of us interview every nanny who comes through here. We try to get a sense, is this somebody we would want in our house? Is she good? What's her personality like? What's her experience like? We look at their track record, their work chronology. We also do background checks on every caregiver.
Can I just go online to look for a nanny?
Parents are seeing page after page of postings of nannies touting their skill set, but there's no one really vetting to say whether any of it is true.
Anderson, welcome back.